How powerful are connections with others? Do you think they're capable of confronting death, uncovering the truth, standing up against corruption? One of the overarching themes of the Persona franchise is the power of bonds, and you experience their power through your friends. As you strengthen your relationships over the course of each game, your bonds make you stronger. Even the game's mechanics reward you for deepening your friendships. All three of the Hoshino Choji Persona games develop your friend group into a found family, a group of misfits that rely on each other more than anyone else. The power of the found family should not be underestimated, because even though it wouldn't be strong enough to accomplish the impossible feats of the games in real life, it could be powerful enough to change you for the better. Hello, Daph here. I'll be discussing Persona 3, 4, and 5 with some spoilers throughout, so proceed with that in mind if you haven't completed those games. Starting with Persona 3, people often claim that SEES doesn't feel much like a friend group at all. They're often compared to coworkers or roommates, and not considered as close as the friends in the other games. I both agree and disagree. At the start of the game, you are just living with and working alongside the group. Though they put their lives in each other's hands when fighting in Tartarus, only a few are friendly with each other outside of operations. It's not until matters get increasingly dire that SEES truly becomes friends, specifically with the casualties the team faces. SEES loses multiple allies in their mission to end the Dark Hour, taking a toll on the team as a whole, and even more of a toll on members who had close relationships with the Fallen. But for every member who lost a loved one, there's another who supports them through their grief, and every tragedy SEES endures ends up strengthening their bond. The losses they face teach them to cherish the people in their lives before their time is up, including their teammates. They value life so much that when the end of humanity rapidly approaches, they decide to fight it, despite the odds being stacked against them. Even if they die, they would rather die fighting together for what they value than give up. They learn through their experiences that the people they care about make their lives meaningful, inspiring them to fight for the souls of the ones they lost, and the lives of those still by their sides. By the end of P3, they've become a family, and their bonds inspire all of them to continue living life to the fullest. Every one of them suffered awful hardships, but those hardships brought SEES closer together and grew their appreciation for each other. Life's full of tragedy, but friends who support you through tough times will make you strong enough to face it head-on, like an anchor against stormy seas. Our bonds in real life may not be enough to defeat death, but they can give us a reason to get up and make the most of every day, because we don't know how long we have to cherish the bonds that are so special to us. In Persona 4, there's a greater connection between the concept of personas and the overarching themes of truth. For each member of the investigation team, they have to confront the manifestation of the darkest part of themselves, in the form of their shadows, a truth they turn away from. Only by acknowledging and accepting their deepest insecurities and sources of greatest self-loathing are they capable of harnessing their untapped potential. But that's far easier said than done. It's hard to accept what you hate most about yourself, the ugliest truth. It's preferable to ignore it, or laugh it off with self-deprecating jokes. But doing so doesn't help you become better. Every member of the investigation team initially refuses to accept their shadow, but thanks to the support of their friends, they eventually manage to come to a compromise between the exaggerated shadow and the truth within, accepting their dark side, and forming a better understanding of themselves. It's embarrassing to have others witness your shadow, the part of yourself you desperately try to hide. It reveals things you'd never expose, while twisting your own thoughts into something you'd never truly mean, and yet can't fully deny either. We hide the dark parts of ourselves out of fear of rejection and ridicule. Being vulnerable leaves you open to attack or abandonment. The investigation team, however, is supportive of each other during these shadow confrontations, accepting each member despite the humiliation, and understanding that their shadow is only a part of themselves, not fully who they are. True friends don't need you to be perfect to accept you. They love you for you, and know your dark side doesn't define you. You may have your dark side, but they won't run in fear from it. Rather, they'll be a guiding light, illuminating the way to growing from it. The whole team had shadows they kept hidden from everyone, but by confronting them, they unlocked new power and found a family out of that shared acceptance. Everyone has a dark side, but if we support each other through it, we could become better people and better friends. Finally, Persona 5's friend group displays the camaraderie of outcasts. Every Phantom Thief has been used, abused, or discarded in some way by others in their lives, be it raw adults, fake friends, or corrupt authority figures. They were each alone before their team formed. With how often each had been mistreated or prejudged, it's understandable that they wouldn't have an easy time forming meaningful connections. But these outcasts are able to come together and make a positive change in the world, changing the hearts of the corrupt so others would no longer have to suffer. The thieves relate to each other's experiences with injustice, and bond through their efforts to stand against it. Alone they were shunned and neglected, but by finding family within each other, they changed their lives and the society they live in for the better. It can be difficult to fit in sometimes. We may struggle to find good people we connect with or trust, and depending on how cynical your viewpoint is, it can feel like there's more bad out there than good. Whether that's true or not, there will always be good out there somewhere, even if it takes a while to find. For all you know, they're searching just as hard as you. But with enough effort, you may just find your people in the most unlikely of places. If you feel like there's too much bad, take a page out of the Fan Thieves book and be the change you want to see, canceling out a bit of the bad through your good. You may even inspire good in others around you, and the more good people there are, the more good change can be made. As the saying goes, it takes a village. And while your bonds can't snuff out corruption throughout Tokyo, they can remind us of the beauty in the world. All three of these Persona teams highlight the various ways friendships elevate our quality of life. While it's important to remember that these are fictional stories, there's a lot to learn from their depictions of bonds. In many ways, these are idealized friendships, but just because they're idealized doesn't mean we can't apply those ideals to real life. Our bonds in real life may be messier and harder to maintain, but they can still inspire us like those of the Persona teams. Our friends can inspire us to live for better days, to accept ourselves for who we are, and to make the world a better place. Some of you may be prepared to comment, bold of you to assume I have friends. And go ahead if you really want, but don't disregard the power that our bonds hold. Maybe you haven't had good experiences with friends in the past. You struggle to form bonds through the awkwardness, or you just can't find anyone that clicks with you. I understand that completely. But even if we don't have a right-hand man or a ride or die like the Persona protagonists, we can still be a friend to those around us. Just be kind and try to serve as a positive force. Focus on yourself and be the friend you wish you had. Worst case scenario, you end up doing a lot of good. Best case scenario, you may just attract the kind of people you've been looking for, and form a tight found family after all. Thank you for watching this video. Before you go, I've got two quick things to say. First, I apologize for not uploading in so long. My responsibilities take away a lot of my editing time, but I'm still editing videos whenever I can, so I appreciate your patience. Secondly, I'm happy to announce that this video is part of a series I'm calling Analyses. This series will include all my analytical video essays discussing the stories of the Persona games and what we can learn from them. The playlist contains this video and other analytical content I've already uploaded. Any analytical video essays I produce in the future will be found here. But if you like this one, let me know by hitting the like button, commenting your thoughts, and subscribing to be notified when I drop my next video. Have a great day, and cherish your bonds. Memento Mori.